Chosen by your hosts. There was a place we used to go, so far down below. We used to walk a secret road, and now we're standing at the bottom. Look up at waterfalls. So take my hand, let's make the jump. Stay here all night. We can rise through the dark clouds. Stay here all my life. Kiss my lips like the sunrise. Follow me, come follow, come follow, come follow me. When we were lost in the jungle, I could still hear your beat. Two hearts like thunder, your voice was calling me. Stay here all night. We can rise through the dark clouds. Stay here all my life. Kiss my lips like the sunrise. Come follow me home.
Hi guys, welcome to another Cyber Gamer Nation Cup stream. Today I'm all by myself, so nobody to support me in casting, but maybe we'll have somebody at 9 PM when we have our second match. But right now the full focus lies on Czech Republic against Netherlands. We've got a good matchup here. Both teams have yet to lose their first match, so they're both 3-0. They won their first 3 matches with no real struggle at all. And I'm confused about this question. Oh yeah, he was asking about the earlier Nation Cup rules. Back in the day you couldn't have a Nation Cup team consisting of more than 2 players from the same invite teams, for example. So it's kinda hard to do that in this constellation of COD these days. So for example, Czech Republic would have probably had only 1 team, because those 2 Czech teams who are remaining to play would have made 1 team, and even that would be hard if you can only have 2 people from that. So yeah, We got rid of that rule and many other rules, as you know. We got rid of the country limitation, so we have two teams per country, Netherlands from Czech Republic, from Germany, and some other countries as well. But in the end, only the best will stay in the cup. We are in round 4 at the moment. 3 teams already out. I will show you the brackets after this game or on halftime, depending on how long they're gonna take. But you can check it out yourself on eu.cybergamer.com, obviously. There's a link on top called Tournaments, and there you can find the Nation Cup and all the information, all matches, the brackets, which team has how many lives, and who's already out. And with that, I'm quickly switch to this view so I can type in the icon. And then go back to the one I don't have a shortcut for, and close down my Steam. So you won't hear any weird noises in the background. Closing Facebook and the Nation Cup site. Alright, there we go. Match 12 knife. So teams can veto maps with the knife mode. As we have all players in the server, we can quickly go through the lineups. For the Netherlands, we have Relax Dinsk, Niels, Madara, and Delita. And for the team of Czech Republic, we have Gianni, Glady, Frank, Fras, and CDE, most commonly known as Team Gunrunners at the moment. They added Fras for even more skill, in my opinion. Fras is one of the best Czech players, but never joined Cyborg Factory. I don't even know why. It was always a good fit. Cyborg Factory was always one of the best teams in Europe, so he would have had a great time there, but yeah. You never know the backgrounds, if they didn't like each other or if there's another reason. But yeah, for now he's been inactive as well, but came back for the Nation Cup to play some games, so we're glad to have him back. But same goes for the Netherlands lineup. I think Dins and Niels, Madara, all those players haven't played in quite a while. Only the leader plays a lot, famously known from the Five Kings team, who won both P2P seasons we had, so Season 1 and Season 2, they won both. But curiously enough, they faced Gunrunners, aka Cyber Factory, in both finals. So yeah, we will see if Season 3 will be any different. Currently running, still up for registration. It's going go to like late February, because it's a 3-month ladder phase because of Christmas. So people can still sign up and play the 15 matches they have to play. And we're going right into the knife round, so teams can decide which map to veto and which map to pick. Let's see who will take the advantage. I like it that people go keen about the knives and not just kill themselves and say, yeah, do whatever, we just want to play. They really want to have this decision into which maps will be played in which order, so they're really keen about it. Right now the Czech Republic is in favor, but Delita and Madara both are frags, so only onto Fras, and let's see what he can do. He's running away, but in the end Delita catches him off. Delita with 3 frags, got his katana out, so now the bans are coming in. Crash and Cross are out of the race already, really fast bans. Obviously you want to ban Cross against the Czech powerhouse because it's their best map. So right now we're waiting for their pick, so we know which map to be played first. And then of course, okay, we will City as first map. It's the pick of Team Czech Republic, so Strike and Backlot are still in. The Netherlands can pick the order in which will be played, if even a third map will be played, of course it is. So we have City first, Backlot then, and Strike as a decider. So we're going into City Streets as our first map. Cast your predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know who you think will take this first map, who will be warmed up. Fras for sure not, after just coming online. The Netherlands already played some pucks, I've seen some players of them, so maybe they're in favor for the first map and the Czech Republic has to warm up a bit, but yeah, just let me know your predictions. Who's gonna come on top of that on City Street? It's the pick of the Czech team, so they favor this map a lot. Kinda similar to Crossfire, but has its differences, of course. So we will wait for this. We'll have another knife for the site, obviously. So we're just waiting for all players to join in a team, ready up, so we can get another knife round rolling. And then we finally can go live with some action. This should be your last chance to grab a drink, go for a piss, or anything you need to do before the match starts, because this may take another 2 to 3 minutes. So feel free to just do this ASAP, and we can enjoy the match all together with no interruptions. Neil's telling everybody to ready up while he's not ready. Smart move by him. They're asking for life. He doesn't seem to be keen about knifing for the sides. But yeah. It's the team's choice to do it or not. I can disable the knife, but yeah. Deleter wants a knife, Glady wants a knife, so yes, everybody wants a knife. This is what I want to hear. I'm not sure there's a favorable side of City Streets. I've seen results go both directions for many different teams. So yeah, if you have a strong defense, if you've got keen players who can sit in, you can be strong on defense, but if you got nades, smokes, executes onto sides, you can surely get a couple of rounds on attack as well. So yeah, depends on the game style and of the form those two teams will be in. So one more knife round coming in. Let's have a look what's gonna happen this time, if the Dutchies will win it once more. The leader goes on front, he just had 3 kills, but he doesn't want to face 5 Czech people on his own, so he's just waiting for reinforcements. And now he will surely go in anytime soon. Yeah, going for the round the well tactic. This is 2009 shit coming out. And it worked for them. The well tactic works perfectly, and only losing 1 player with that. Really like to see this one. And they can choose a side, and it looks like they're going to stay on attack. Alright, we got 1 prediction for the Czech Republic. I would appreciate it if we get some more people to write something in the chat. Who do you think will win this map? You don't even need to write down the score, just who do you think will come out strong and will take a 1-0 lead into the second map, which will of course be Backler. Almost all Dutch ready. Team Czech Republic are asking who's playing who's smoking, who's nading. You will want to play aggressive, defensive, what's going to be in the first round. Want to check out the nades, want to check out the pushes. So let's see this. Three more Czech players already up. Just finishing the last details of their struts. Or just chilling AFK. Nope, everybody's there, so definitely just talking stuff through. It's onto Fras once more. Last gate already up, always. But here we go. Netherlands against Czech Republic. Round 1. Let's see. Gladdy's got a good spawn. He's probably playing the SMG once more. He does. Let's see if they go for a market push. They're most famously known for that, but no, he's going for the B take. So going in for a favorable position on B. Let's see which one it will be. But lovely nade coming out from Needles onto the B arch, lighting up the car as well. Frank only gets the tag onto him, so he's in B arch, and they know Frank is on his own on B side, so they just can move everybody in. Focus on him. Frank again only with attack on the play. Delito taking out CDE in the meantime. And Frank goes down in the end as well. So 3 players down of the Czech Republic as well. Rather in a good spot. Gets the first onto Relax. Here's the plan. Sees a player. Johnny helping out with a frag as well. So, but he's already on top of the arch. The leader. Good game sense going up there. Taking advantage of the favorable position they had. Pushing onto the B side that fast. And they win the first round. Let's see. We got Dins with a good spawn. Let's see if he can do anything. Midnight should be good by Team Republic, but Dins is fast enough to go behind the bin to dodge them. Flash is coming out, so this might be a mid push. But Dins is fully aware of it and looks into the smoke. Can't see anybody, so is moving off. So Flash just as a distraction, working fine. Flash coming out from the Netherlands as well, who again took the first 2 kills on the B side. And there's only 1 player remaining, and Dins with a lovely prediction shot into the corner and takes out Gladdy. So it's again Fras and Johnny remaining in a 1v5 right now. Fras, this is looking desperate. And he doesn't even get the tag on the Relax, who's got a 3k this round. So they really need to pick up on their B defense. This is looking too shaky for their standards. They really should be looking to take those pushers down with nades, get some spams going and get in good positions. Finally CDE takes off Madara, so first frag in favor for the Czech Republic. Let's see if they can follow with any more kills. There's a player in Arch pushing him, takes out the deagle, gets the tag, and he's still stuck in the arch. He has a player with the SMG on the side, so will probably be available for assisting him as soon as possible. Din's already in the A-bomb. This was the player we just saw in ARch. He's creeping up to the flower pot, but Johnny with a good position onto him takes him out. Gladdy in the meantime on the fight on B. There's 3 players heading towards B, so he's in a key position. He's the only man remaining on the B side, as Frank just died as well. And Gladdy takes so much damage, he falls down to his death. And now B is open, but the leader, look at him, he's still in spawn with the bomb, so no decision made just yet where they want to go. It's 45 seconds remaining. Relax just peeking on B to see if there's anybody rotating in. Sees a player, shoots a couple of bullets, gets tagged as well. And decides to go back. Now he's going for the fake footsteps, but there are 2 players on top B. The leader just died with a bomb on A, so they have 30 seconds to rotate all over to A, and it's all down to Niels. And he starts running right now. CDE can call this in, so Johnny can just concentrate on the arch. And CDE shouldn't even go for the peak, but he does, and it doesn't matter in the end as Niels dies. So finally a round in favor of the Czech Republic. Gladdy and Frank yet to find their first kill, but Johnny leading with 4 kills, Relax with 5 kills for the Dutchies. And we see the market smoke fails, but there's nobody to follow it up, nobody to take advantage of it, and so they can just push in fast into B. At least Gladdy's in a favorable position, takes out the first. If he's recovering fast, no, he's still in sprint mode. So Relax finally gets a kill for the Dutchies. Onto a 4v3 in favor of Czech Republic once more, as Frank got a kill as well. And he's still spamming the zigzag. He's standing in a real open position. I'm not sure he should do that, as there could be a scope just take him out any second. Throws a random nade towards the player, and there is Madara with a peek onto him. Obviously, if you're gonna peek like that, the scope is happy to kill you. So all 3 players of Team Netherlands, Catwalk and 1 in Market. Relax goes for the predict spray, but Fras in a more favorable position takes him out. CD onto Madara, so it's all onto Niels. With a bomb on Catwalk against 3 people. There's 1 on B arch, 1 in A arch, and 1 on B bomb, so definitely if he can kill the B bomb play, he still has a chance, but how can he know? There's so much angles to chat, so many angles to check, so He's even looking towards the bomb load. Look at Johnny, he's just laying down, he's just chilling. And in the end it works out for him and just kills Niels easily. So after 2 strong rounds on attack, 2 strong rounds on defense, this is how we like it. Some tense shit going out. Let's have a look on Franz. He throws the middle nade and then rotates into mid as well. This time the smokes are down, so he can't be seen by any players. He's the player into B arch. Dins, unlucky for him, just a second too late going there and is taken care of. So Fraz just coming on the platform. Let's move on. Let's see who's pushing. It's Relax into A arch, but there's a player on his right just camping, probably watching this push. So yeah, any second if he pushes further. No, the scope is not pushing that. Nobody's taking care of A arch, and he just dies like that. Unfortunate. Johnny sitting there in the right spot to take him down, but there should be no way that a position like AR should be that open. Bloody going down to Niels, pushed a bit too far. But still slow play coming out from Netherlands. 50 seconds to go and they're still on catwalk. Sorry. But again, there's no play on B, so if the Netherlands gambled this right, they could just go into the B-bomb and plant, and as Niels took out Fraz, the both 2 remaining players are even further away. Frank with a backstab gets the tag and the kill, so even with this disadvantaged positions, they make it work, and now it's onto the leader in a 1v2. He takes out Johnny with a lovely wallbang through the window. Frank is coming in the back, tags him up to half HP, but gets tagged as well, so tense fight, only 15 seconds. He kinda doesn't have to go for the plant just yet. Goes for another peek, tags the leader again to half HP. They're just tagging each other so hard, and now the leader has to go for the plant. Frank should know that. He can just spam into the bomb, and he does in the end, so good recovery by the Czech Republic to clutch it out in the end, but this was scary. So first round advantage in favor of the Czechs. After being 2 rounds behind, they won 3 in a row. Convincingly the 2 before that, but this round was really close, could have gone either way. Bloody again with a fast push, but there's already a player waiting on him on white man, and he can't win the fight. But France at least for the kill on the Madara, so the scope is out of the game. This means CDE, you know, who's scoping? Yeah, CDE can just scope everywhere, but again, the SMG just pushes the scope. He must be desperate. Please guys, cover me. The scope is so important in this game, so you just have to cover his pushes. Plant is definitely going down. Both players coming from the BRH. Let's see. Relax kills the first, and I think he hurt the second as well on platform. Let's see how he reacts. He's favoring to go top street, and the leader is going in the defensive spot to hold off any pushes from behind. So Gianni in a 1v2, let's see what he can do. He heard a player going top street, so he's probably trying to find him. In the wrong moment he switches the weapon, unfortunate for him. And the leader shows himself, so he knows where both are. So now he just has to play this right, but Netherlands played it smart, they play together, peek at the same time and take him out. And tie it to a 3-3. Let's see CDE on the scope, if he can have any impact, get the first kill of the round maybe. He's going for the jump peek, but Madara luckily goes to the BLE and picks him up easily as he wasn't even looking at him. Let's see, Jenny is just holding A, Madara still on catwalk, Relax with a kill onto Fraz. And Madara almost dying to a player at fences, must be Frank for sure. He's been favoring that position in B. Again, you can see Netherlands going for the same approach every round. They send one SMGB, the other one through middle, and Relax seems to be the guy finding all those frags with the push through middle. And it just seems to be working. They're not showing any aggression, they're not pushing into any city nades or strong defensive holds, and they're just picking one Czech player up after the other. So it's again Johnny on a 1v3. So he's the first in their spawn, can't land the tag, nope, not even in the end, only a small tag through the wall and dies through a lovely headshot from Relax. So Relax with 14-4, really dominating the Czech Republic right now. He's carrying his team to victory with this 1 round advantage. Bloody with nade and flash to catwalk and pushes underneath it to hope any player will drop down from it. And Czech Republic with 3 kills. Has been replied by 2 kills from the judges. They're going for an asked A-take, as I just called in their patience. They're just going for the fast A-take. And right now, the leader looks to rotate towards the B-bomb, and it's empty. It's the right call to make. There's nobody there. You can just plant freely. Madara is still... well, he's not making noise, and there's a player in his back, so it's all onto the leader. But he's got a B-bomb on his own. He could have just planted, but no, he decides to go for the peak, and I think he ran there, so Frank heard him. Maybe not the best decision, but of course you can't know that it's free right now. Frank is just gonna kill him and ties it up again to a 4-4. So, Relax still rocking at 15-5, while Johnny with 11-6 is trying to do the same for his team. Let's have a look onto Relax what he can do this round. He's a bit slower, but this works out for him as he kills Fraz in the right moment. While pushing up Mazzarini, Gladi answers onto Dinsto. And there's still the player defending White Van, so Relax is just taking it slow once more. So he's just following his AK to the market, it's all clear. There's a player on car park already, he's lucky he can see Relax, he might have. Let's see if the player on spawn will react. No, again the scope dying to the pushing SMG, but Relax too hungry, goes for the peek onto Frank, he shouldn't have done that. But in the end the leader saves it into a 1v1. Let's see if Johnny can play this right. He probably saw the bomb and will just wait now for the leader to pick up the bomb. He could have waited a bit behind the wall, he didn't do it, and Johnny saves around for his team. This could have ended desperately. And yeah, Johnny rocking, Relax rocking, those two players make the difference right now. Let's see if they can continue to do that. Where's Johnny? It's number 9. But interesting enough, Johnny is the A house player, so he's not really getting any action. And if he does, it's going to be a scope taking him out, so he's really impressive on those retakes to get so many rounds. Gladi is stuck in wooden, getting pushed by 2 players, or being pushed by 1 player and spammed by another, so really desperate situation. Frank kinda on a 1v3 on the B-bomb now. He's in B arches, he could get a kill on the laundry player, and he does, so good start for that. There's bomb coming out through the wooden wall. If he goes one step further, the wooden guy probably won't gonna kill him. But CDE with a lovely backup shot, helping him out, so he can escape out of Bialy. That's good team play coming out right there. And now Frank is just creeping towards Zigzag, sees the arm of Madara and kills him. And it's once more down to leader. This time he goes for the real plant, and maybe this is gonna help him to clutch this round. He has to be worried about 3 or 4 position. Takes out Fraz, so good stuff by him. He can really do this. They know where he is, but if he plays this smart, he can play for time. Maybe get 1 more frag, and then it's an easy 1v1 for him. Smoke coming out, diffuse coming out. But it's a fake, so if he doesn't go too aggressive... Oh, what is this? Frank shooting at CDE in the A house. This will probably mean the round is over, because there's only 10 more seconds and CDE has to look desperately for the frag and delete with a lovely 1v3 clutch. This should have never worked for the Netherlands, but yeah, Frank with the team attack onto CDE. This kinda killed the round. Okay, let's see, both SMGs of the Czech Republic on market, they're both pushing it. Let's see if they follow through it. Nope, they're going for the A take because Johnny probably called in the A push. So there are 3 players already on site. One is already Flowers. And it nades... Oh, the team kill nade from Madara onto Relax, stopping his push. So they're sick of him carrying and just taking him out from his own team. So since Gladi stopped the plant, I thought there was hope, but it's Frank in a 1v3. He's crawling through the smoke and gets taken out by Dins, who got his 3rd kill of the round. So yeah, after this team kill, Madara can say thank you to Dins for saving the round in their favor. Let's see what Madara can do. If he doesn't team nade his mates, goes for spam onto platform and a nade into market. Kneels with a nade kill onto Gladi. Madara still looking for anything peeking through the market, but nothing so far. And it's going to be another B take. Play on the wooden, 2 play on wooden actually, but on Dutchies. And now the scope is moving in as well. He's in a most favorable distance weapon choice. Let's see if we can find anybody. I think there is body. No, there's nobody in blue room actually. So wrong communication coming out. I think somebody killed him already, but didn't call him in. So he should look more to the right at the moment, because there's a player on top street, which is CDE. Let's see if we can make advantage of this miscommunication. He does not, so Modara can reorganize and just peek his angle right now. They're still not sure, there's nobody else on B. They think it's packed, but the leader at least checks the back, almost dies to Johnny, but recovers himself, relax onto Fras, so they know where the scope is. They can either rotate to A now or push him with 3 people. This is surely going to be another Team Netherlands round. They're going for the keen way, just go to the A. But Madara's going for a city peek and goes down, so CDE can still clutch this back. Let's see if he does so. The leader is a bit too slow, so CDE could go for the bomb planter. He does, but gets taken out by the leader in the end. Almost got a kill on the bomb planter and could have recovered, but it's going to be a 7-5 lead for Team Czech Republic. For Team Netherlands, of course. They just won this last round. Looking at the scoreboard, Delita had some more impact after I've been calling Relax a team carry, so he wants to take on this position. And it's pretty even for Team Czech Republic. Gianni is still on top, but didn't frag as much as we've seen it in the first 4 or 5 rounds. No player really at the bottom, 5-6 kills for both teams. Maybe not having a big impact, but not being the reason for losing rounds for sure. And it's going to be an A take of the Team Republic right away, but it's a slow one it seems, as Johnny is with the SMG still at the wall. Nade's raining in, of course, because they can't see anybody pushing B. It's going to be the A take. But with CDE's kill onto Delita, there's only one more player to find on A, and he's stuck on the stairs. They should take him out easily, as they know where he is. Or do they? I'm not sure they know where he is. Madara just took out CDE. He rotates so fast. Frank got a rotate kill onto Dins, and yes, this is a good call. They killed the rotating guy, and now they're going for the B push. Frasto got relaxed, so it's all onto Madara. He should have heard some players running towards B, and he heard the player on platform for sure, so let's see if we can take him out. Nade's not connecting onto the red car.
Explosives
And he just hides behind the wall. This is some good team play coming out. They really want to give this round a shot. They need this round to close the gap. And they're not going for any silly pushes. And in the end, Madara goes down to Frank. We got 3 kills this round, so good stuff going on. Taking top of the scoreboard of Team Czech Republic. Okay, let's see. Fras is going for a couple of nades. Madara with a scope duel win over Gianni. Oh no, he just took out Gianni through the wall with spam. Always mix up. If neither isn't scoping for the Czechs, I don't know who is, so it's going to be CDE. And Fras took out Relax, so important kill to recover the round. If he would have died, this would have been over, but Din's in the back already. Spreading devastation over the Czech Republic. Fras going up the stairs, but there's a player in market. Gets taken up heavy, but Fras still got a chance, but gets naded from Dims by the end. So a good push coming out from Dims to put on pressure on the catwalk, but overall good kills coming out from the Netherlands. Let's see what Niels can do with the AK. Goes for the BLE nade and goes on top of platform for the spray into the alley. What we can see on the minimap is going to be an A take, and Relax, he's with an SMG on Flowers, not in a favorable position as you can see. He was taken out in long distance duel. Madara stuck in A arch as well and really needs to get to Flowers, but right now they decide to stay with that because Delita is doing all the work from Flowers. Just killed 2 players already and Niels with the last one, so good defensive hold by Niels and Delita to fight off this A push. Alright, who didn't we see it? Let's... Relax had a good spawn, so let's see if he can do any good pushes onto the B side. Flash into wooden and crawling towards white man. He has a couple of players to find on catwalk. Let's see if he does so. He doesn't go for the full commit onto catwalk yet. So good team, good keen play coming out by him. He's not hunting for frags, he really just wants to hold his position. Here's the play on Wooden, he baits out the shots, but Neil's gonna finish him off, so yes, you baited out Relax, but yes, you showed yourself too much to be safe, so Niels takes advantage of that. Johnny on top of the A arch gets spotted though, so if the Dutchies have a nade for that, he's surely gonna die soon, and Delete with another 3 kills this round already, he's looking for the ace. But they know Johnny is on top of the arch. Let's see if they can make use of that information. As Johnny just does a silly jump to the other balcony. Could have just stayed there. The leader picks that force frag. Let's see if we can witness his ace. He's going in for it. And Relax is fighting for it to not happen. And he steals the ace with a headshot onto Gladi. And this will be a 4-round advantage in favor of the Netherlands.
Explosives diffused.
Only 3 more rounds to go, so Team Czech Republic really need to think of something more effective, because these A pushes are really not working out for them. But it just looks like they're going for another A take, because 4 people still in spawn and they just wait for the nades and go in. A house smoke coming out, maybe a bit too early because there's nobody ready to push in. He goes for the jump, but it's not fully blown yet, the smoke. There was still a gap on the right side which Deleter used to take out CDE. Frank goes on a high position to see the flower player. He does in the end and gets a kill. It's a 2v2 situation as Niels just took out Fras, and the bomb is still not planted. Both players in the arch, so they're just laying down in the same spot. Oh no, Niels is on top of the arch. It's interesting. He could have a huge impact in this round, but I think he's kind of stuck right now. Let's see if they can take him out. He attacked him for now. Relax needs to do some work. He needs to find the other player, but he's not looking in this direction. At the end, he does. Finds the kill. Frank gets the kill onto Niels, so it's a 1v1 situation. Let's see if Frank can go huge here. He's in a less favorable spot, so he's just crawling for victory. Sees the player, takes him up. And now he decides to go for the B plant. Okay, I like this. Fast rotate, Relax. Did he hear that? He did, and goes for the hunt. Fake coming in by Frank. Both again tagged each other so heavily. And now he's going for the full plant. 12 seconds remaining, he had to do it.
Explosives planted.
And he knows where the other player is, so he goes in a good spot to fight it off. But Relax, he's gone into wood and he's not coming from the arch, and Frank's not even thinking about this going to happen, but unfortunately Relax can only tag him to half HP. And again, both tagged. This is just a round of tags and Relax wins it in the end. So this was another round which could have gone both ways. Both players tagged each other so much, but in the end Relax stays strong and continues to lead the scoreboard overall. But the leader with 22 frags having a huge impact as well. So let's see if they can show us some of their magic this round. The leader going for the maiden smoke on the A hold, but it's not going to be an A round, so I'm going to switch on to Gladi, who's already in wooden and already out of the B bomb. Smoke's coming out, but the B arch is not covered by at all. So desperate attempt to push the B bomb without the arch being pushed, covered, naded or smoked, but in the end it works out and only Niels remaining. Did the call come in? Yeah, Niels did kill Frank at the beginning, so they know where he is. And right now CD is just going for the A plant, and it's gonna take Niels a lot of time to rotate, if he is even allowed to, because Fras is watching the rotate. But right now decides to just go into the A arch or into A house and chill. Niels doesn't want to make a sound, just crouching towards A, hopes for any silly peek, but right now it's not gonna happen. Maybe he could be lucky to kill off Fras, who's walking around a lot, but he's just going for the full... No, he's going for the fake. Those are both players are right now, so he just has to connect the frags. And wow, an aggressive peek coming out by CDE, but luckily Frank doesn't land a single deagle shot. So the round is over for him as CDE takes him out. This was scary. I'm not sure CDE should have peeked like this, as they knew it was a fake. They could have just stay away from him, let him have another fake defuse, and then kill him. But yeah, in the end it worked out, so it's all good. Going to be another B round, so let's see what Niels can do. He does nothing. And the B side is almost open. I think it's only Dins in the B arch. Yeah, he has to do a lot of work, but Madara gets a frag. Gets taken up by Frank though. So Dins, you should have heard the play on top market, but he's not even looking up. So Frank getting a third kill of the round, going huge, but in the end gets taken down by the leader. And it's all onto the lead on a 1v3. And he's going towards top street, where's the player already waiting for him on the arches. He should peek any second to kill him off. Yeah, in the end Johnny kills him because CDE didn't peek. Was this Johnny on the scope just now? Are they switching like every round? I'm so confused. Yeah, Johnny is scoping, CDE scoped earlier. So without neither, doesn't seem to be scope role to be decided for the Team Czech Republic. Luddy again on the B-bomb, but he's on his own. What can he do on his own? Nothing. The smokes are just not covering too much, so he can walk freely on the B side when he's getting spammed from top street and the arches. Frank looking to kill the laundry player. The flash failed, so he has a chance to do it. Only gets attack onto Dins though. Still hoping for any silly peek by Dins, but for now it's not gonna happen. And he's moving out of sight. I think the B-bomb player should kill him any second, but no, it's gonna be Dins. And it's Gianni in a 1v4. Gets the first onto Madara. He has the bomb on his man, but he dies to the barrel in the end, and it's going to be 4 map rounds for the Dutchies, 12-8 lead. And let's see what Madara can do. He's got an alright spawn, but getting blocked by his teammates, so not the best spawn. Yeah, he's not going for the mid peak as the scope could already be waiting, but he's staying there too long. The obvious mid nade coming in, killing him off. So good stuff by Frank. And again a slow A approach? No, okay, it's a slow mid to B approach from Czech Republic coming. Oh no, it's a split all over the map because there are 2 players in A as well. Bloody, look at this, he's in car park with the bomber behind him. So pressure coming out all over the map, not a lot of team play required by this. They are smoked even though there's a player inside. This is a silly move in my opinion. Maybe it's to distract people that they don't think there's a player inside, or it's just miscommunication, I'm not sure. The ARch player should kill... Yep, he does get a frag onto Dins, so
Explosives planted.
it's onto Niels is still on the B bomb. Did they not call in that they're pushing A? So it's all onto the leader right now, and he gets taken down by CDE. So Niels in the 1v3 has so much time lost by the slow rotate, and the first round is denied by Team Czech Republic. Let's see, Glady again with a bomb towards the A-bomb. He drops it in the end, so he wants to go for a push. Maybe, but Frost drops it as well, so both SMGs not eager to take the bomb onto the A-bomb. They make a lot of noise, so the A-arch player will probably call this in. There's movement towards A once more, so if they're unlucky they get naded once more. But so far they survive all the nades, only CDE going down to Dins. Let's see, the leader in a favorable spot to hold off any aggression. There should be a nade coming towards that position for sure, but right now I don't see it happening. As there's a player already on the well. Maybe he can have a good peek if he walks under his gun, but the leader with the lucky timing just laid down to prevent that, but in the end dies anyways to Glady. So good push coming in by him. And right now A is clear, there's only one more player to find in the A arch. Smoke is coming down, Plant is not coming as it was another fake. Glady still holds top of flowers.
Explosives
And
planted.
now the bomb is down. So it's a 4v3 advantage plant position, make that a 4v2 for the Czech Republic. They look strong in this round. Niels gets one onto Glady. Fras is kinda in a pickle situation. He's gotta play an A-arch and flowers, so he just has to stay and rely on his teammates right now. And Niels gets the frag onto Frank, so Fras is in, had to peek to his left and dies in the end, so it's all onto Gianni. This is go, gets tagged heavily through the wall, and Niels finishes him off, so Niels with a 3k, Dins with a 1, they take the 2v4 clutch
Explosives
to
defused.
take it to 39 in favor of their team, so they won the first map. Wow. We just quickly have a look on the scoreboard before I change the maps. Yeah, it's still the same. The leader and Relax really rocked the world. Gladi only on 8 frags, maybe a bit slow. Oops. This map, so maybe he has to pick it up on backlog. Hopefully we can see him recover any scores for his team on this map and not be bottom once more. But yeah, this 2v4, they really should have not lost this. Would have been a 10-12. They could have recovered into overtime, maybe took the map. But yeah, this is just desperate. Motivation will be gone right now. There will be some flames coming in. Why didn't you cover that? Why didn't you go there? Blah blah blah. But if they have strong compassion, they will just, okay, this was the first map. We are warmed up. We can go live now. And take the other 2 maps to win this match in the end. I'm kinda in 2 moods at the moment. I want this match to go into 3 maps, but we also have another match coming up at 9 PM. So in about 40 minutes, so if this goes 2-0 we can for sure cover the whole match. But if this goes into overtimes or a 3rd map, we will have to go there later, or maybe they can wait for us. For me it is. Or maybe I'll find a co-shoutcast for the 2nd match, as I've seen Kezo coming online a few minutes ago, so maybe somebody can ask him from me if he wants to co-shoutcast, because I've turned off my Steam and everything. So I can have some assistance. As you can already hear, my voice is going to lower and lower every round. But yeah, I'm always trying my best. Niels is chilling AFK. I will do the same. I will shut up for a few minutes until this goes live, so I can rest my voice and have a drink. Alright, while we wait on the last Dutch player to ready up, I once more gonna ask you for your predictions. We only had one prediction last map for in favor of the Czech Republic, so yeah, mini-me, I'm sorry you were wrong. So maybe we can have some more predictions this time, maybe some Dutchies show their true face and support their country, or if anybody is impressed by the strong map choice, and well, it was the choice of Czech Republic, so yeah, maybe this is going to be an even clearer victory for the Team Netherlands, as it's their more favorable map. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm pretty open about this. I'm not sure who's gonna take this, but right now Delete and Relax just seem to be too much for the Czechs to handle. But I played a couple of years with Fras. I know he's really strong on backlot, so I'm curious if he still knows how to play it, or if it's just too much of a break for him after a couple of years not playing the game. Alright, another knife round to decide which side you're starting on. Let's see who can show their real skills. It's all about knife. Nobody cares about the game. Knife round is all that matters. Looks pretty even for now, but this is in a 1v2. Can't get a revenge frag, so he has to fight both players at the same time. Misses a few knives, but they miss them as well, and Fras takes him out in the end. So Team Czech Republic can decide where to start if they favor any side. And they actually seem to, at least Fras wants to start on defense, and yeah, now his teammates follow. So he seems to be the guy calling in the shots. Maybe somebody called it and he was just the first to push the buttons. So one more, we have to wait for players ready up. And then we can go live into the second map. First map 13-9 in favor of Team Netherlands, so this could be the last map for the Czech Republic if they can't show up. You all know me, who's been here before. I'm gonna show you how the nades are coming because it's a real important thing on backlot. I hope I'm not in the air to block any nades. Kappa. And in the end, nades are alright, but Din still slipped through, so let's see what he can do. He's already in A, he sees a player back A, attacks him out, but there's a player top A, he just jumped out and will probably kill them all in the back. It's Johnny, but only gets the one frag. Unfortunate for him. This was a really good move by him, but can't get the spray correctly. Frank holding strong in B. Fras should have seen the play on MG. In the end, his teammate saw him and gets the assist. So bomb is planted, one in Albin. 2-3 legs in Albin. Smart move by him. He will surely have a huge impact in this round. Nobody's gonna expect him being there. There's a play on double bricks. Didn't took out Frank, but Relax, did he just time out? Oh my god. Fras has only one player to find right now. And he does find him. Can he see that he's on 9-on-9? Will he go for the defused? Oh boy. Please don't fake, Fras. Please just go for it. Oh my god, the time is ticking away. Oh, he goes for the real defuse. Thank fuck for that. That could have been horribly wrong if he wouldn't have defused. Well, Relax is timed out. Oh boy. Nobody watching the scoreboard, everybody is focused on the game to help Fras to spot the player or anything. And wow, this was close. So Relax is already back, so just a short disconnect. And it's up to Fras once more. Ready up, dude. And then we can get this back rolling. So first round one should have been probably a round for the Netherlands if Relax didn't time out, but you never know. Maybe would have gone for silly peek after Fras faked. Let's see what Frost can do. Is a good spawn towards the middle. He nades the leader as well. When sees a player on single break, it's only the tag. So it's down to Johnny and Glady, but they are doing big work, at least Johnny is. And it's down to Relax and a 1v4. Can he make up for his disconnect? He gets the first at least, but gets taken down by CD through the wall. So another stronghold by the Czechs coming out. Once more looking at the nades, because I think the Dutch players are in really fast, and Dins and Relax, you can see both nade, and Dins is just going for the push. Now he waits, okay, he has to wait for the nade, and another nade kills him, so nades are really working well for them. Niels is in double breaks, but only with the AK, and there's a player on tank already, and he just shot, and Niels is just not moving at all. He's just, what? Where are you dying from? I don't get it. I'm just chilling at double bricks and just lets the player slip past him. There's another player coming towards that direction, so if he's not peeking it again, his teammate might just die. And he could just look to the right and he's just laying there. And Niels still didn't see him. He just, yeah, the communications at least work. And somebody said, hey, there's a player laying right next to you. Please kill him. There's a player top A waiting, let's see who that is. It's Glady, he's getting the first. Know that the other player is planting and gets him easily, so 3 kills for Glady this round. Really picking it up. As we've seen on city streets, and almost struggling with only 8 kills in those 23 or 22 rounds. Okay, we see a different approach this round. 3 players in MG Garden, 2 in mid-house from the Dutch players. Fras is already red hole though, and since Frank gone down, he kinda has to get a revenge frag, but for now it's too risky to peek. Does peek in the end and take out Madara. Relax goes down to Fras as well, so the 3rd kill of the round. Really having a huge impact on Backlot as predicted, and it's onto the leader on a 1v3. He just hopes Fras will come back his direction so he can take him out, but for now it's not gonna happen. Sees a player top A, tags him up, but can't finish him off. Sees another player in red container, but also can't land a frag, but for now he survives. They're hunting him, they know where he is. They will surely peek tin. They shouldn't get killed from tin, I'm sure. Yep, he has been spotted, he's been spammed, and Johnny finishes him off, and it's a 4-0 lead for Team Czech Republic. If the Dutchies look anywhere close to come back into this game, they might think about a timeout if they lose one more, but maybe they already have a game plan to fight it off. But Niels again opening with the first frag. Relax though, pushes into middle, takes out CD and Fras, so not working out this time. Frank recovers at least the first frag. And it's down to Glady and Frank. Glady and the A-bomb has been spotted, but goes for the push, but there's 2 players, 3 players around him who just all fight him all together. And now it's on to Frank, gets the first, but can't connect to the second. And finally the first round in the Netherlands. This is also a way to recover. Don't take a timeout, just win a round. So let's see the nades once more, as Dins is going without a nade towards A. Sees the nades in the air, waits for one, and then goes in. He's flashed as hell, but nobody is following up that flashbang, so only a short distraction for him. But 3 players of the Team Czech Republic going in at the wrong time. Johnny finally again dropping out of top A, killing 2 people. But it's onto him in a 1v2, so he already had 2 frags and... oh no, wait, okay, that was my bad, I was mixing up the kills. Yeah, Frank did all the work. And yeah, this was a really fast round. I thought Netherlands had this easily because they were in and get those 2 first frags, but Johnny recovered 2 in the end. This time it's going to be a leader with a top spawn going into A. But again, you can see there's already one in his back. At least he gets a 1 kill before dying to him. But 2 players still stuck in L-bend as it's a 3v3. And Frost just crawling towards him. Gets the first frag even though Relax was looking that direction. Didn't time out this time, just slow reflexes. And Niels is just hoping for any city peak right now to take it to a 2v2. And Madara is helping him from top ruins. And if Fras goes for the wrong beat, he might die to him, but he's escaping that weird position for now. Madara, he's moving forward. He's not going for the scope fight. No, he's going back. He's an attacking player, of course, and CDE goes for the right peak at the right moment. And it's down to Niels, 1v3. He's got a bomb in his hands, but that's all he's gonna carry this round. So 6-1 advantage for Team Czech Republic. Whoever thought is going to be an easy map for Team Netherlands is surely wrong, as I don't think this map is so uneven that you can win so many rounds on defense just like that and recover it on attack. Delita gets a frag onto Fras, but Johnny again with another double. He's really showing up strong on the A side. Still in basement, there's one more player to find the bomb. He does find him, third kill of the round. Can only find one more, he's at double bricks. Let's see what Relax can do. He finds Johnny but does not go for the shoot. He's just scared he will miss, so he's just moving into A. Picks up a weapon, this should, yep, they heard it. They're spramming all over the place, and he's down. He could have had this one kill, but it didn't seem to work, so I really want to watch Johnny this round. But it's gonna be caster curse, we're not gonna see a double or triple kill by him. He's probably gonna get naded. Let's see if I'm right. 13-3 his scores, gets a nade tag onto Elbend, and pushes again to single brick and into A. There's a player right in front of him, and goes for the legal peak. Didn't connect though, only the tag onto Nielsk. And Madara had 2 frags already this round, so it looks favorable for the Dutchies. Johnny, here's a player crawling up top A. And there are 2 players top A actually. Nielsk already there as well, and Johnny in a 1v4 situation. And he's with SMG stuck in between 4 players, gets the first. Tries to shoot some bullets through the ball, but gets taken out by the same as well. So finally another round for the Netherlands. And Johnny and Fras really leading the scoreboard right here. Glady once more bottom of the score with 3-5, but as long as your team wins 7 out of 9 rounds, it's alright. You don't have to have a huge impact then, if the SMGs do all the work. And Johnny once more, I'm not looking at him, he's getting a double. Din's stuck in bottom aim. I think the tag should have been called in, that he's in there somewhere. Relax killing Johnny though, so Din's called, he was going for the elevator, and in the end he dies to him. Madara again with a double kill as well, so finally Fras answers, bring it to a 2v2. And Din's could have taken out Fras, but in the end it's going to be Madara, and now it's a 1v1 Din's against City. City is far away, so Dins can just plant the bomb easily, and now it depends where Dins is going after the plant. He decides to stay in the bomb for now and go for the peek towards the middle. CDE did just peek him and goes for the smoke in a 1v1 duel. He knows that he's like 3 feet away from him. Yeah, he could have run away, but yeah, he's probably gonna peek you again. So 7-3, if Netherlands looking to tie this up to a 7-5, this would be an okay half, then everything else should not be ideal. Let's see, Dün is pushing into middle. I think he's been spotted, he did, and Johnny takes him out. So it seems to be working when I'm not watching Johnny, but Madara with another double kill. This is his 3rd in a row. And in the end, Frank can't even take out Madara, who was not even watching him. And it's down to Glady. The bottom fragger has to do it. Gets the first, but there are already 2 players watching him. He gets the second, so he's still got a chance there. Niels and Madara both peeking aggressively, so yeah, he can still do it. But right now, yeah, Niels is going back. There's the call coming out. Guys, stay in. We need this round. And now it's even harder for Glady to come back for that, and gets taken out from the defensive position of Niels in the end. So yeah, good call coming out, whoever it was of the Dutchies. Really like to see this. Go keen, guys, we need this round. Don't hunt for frags. Okay, let's see, Johnny needs to pick it up. He had some slow rounds right now, after having a huge impact in the first ones. And he's curiously enough going for the AK, so he's not going for his pushes anymore, as he figured out, hey, they know what I'm doing, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. So he sits back and waits for the plan. That's going to probably forward his spray through the wall, but he's been spotted and there are 3 players in A. That's the problem if you don't have some SNG in A. They can just take it. They can go top A, they can go basement, just clear it all out. Now the plant is coming in, there's nobody there to spam it, as Johnny just spammed towards middle, so the bomb is down. But it's a still favorable position for the Czech Republic as they had the number game. And in the end, Johnny could take out Dins, but Dins still the 1v4, could clutch it. But there's just too many players, so yeah. Good, fast retake coming out by the Czech Republic, taking it to the 8-4 advantage.
Explosives diffused.
And now the Dutchies need some strong defensive rounds to come back for this. Alright, let's see the nades of the Dutchies, if they're any good. As Johnny is already looking to go fast, but he's got an AK still. Nades in Albans, Tank and Grey Car coming out, so good nades, but there's nobody pushing it anyway, so... The Czech Republic with the slow approach once more. Glady with the SMG. Went a bit forward, but goes back, curiously enough. Johnny kills out the scope. Which is interesting enough, that Madara still goes for the scope, while the Czech Republic has none. Relax on a basement position, will find a player soon, but does only get a small frag tag through the wall, and Johnny takes out another player onto Niels. Relax can have a huge impact here at that position. He could kill easily 2 or 3 players if he plays this right. But for now the leader did kill 2 and crawls in next to him. Frank on top A, he heard, Relax heard him earlier crawling up, so his position should be known. And Glady, he's just going for the B1, sure. Does he know that there are 2 players? I don't think he does, as he still checks all the corners. He's not sure if there's anybody around. And Relax and the leader just hope they will go for the A-bomb, but Glady just plants now. Frank can kill off any rotations. And he did just onto Relax, but he's probably not aware that the other player is behind him, but he goes for the lucky jump in the right moment. The leader can't kill him because he's away, so giving away his position without getting the kill. Unfortunate for him. And the leader gets the deagle frag, lovely shot by him. Frank couldn't even land the tag. And Glady avoided him perfectly, and the leader has no idea where he is. He just goes for some sprays, and almost decided in the right moment to peek that angle. But Glady, only with the fake shots and running away. 9 seconds, he just needs to wait 1 second. He goes for the peak, this could have ended horribly. He would have gone down, he could have had the time to defuse. But in the end it works out, so... Good attacking round by the Czech Republic. Realized in the right moment, hey, B should be empty. We heard at least one on A, and I think the other one should be A too. So yeah, good call coming out. And another slow approach. They don't seem to favor to push on the A and CDE with the scope this round, taking out Madara, who was on the B bomb, so even though he was in a keen spot, he's been taken out by CDE, and all 3 remaining players out towards A, and the one mid player and Fras smelt him in mid, so killed him easily. Both players on elevator and top A, I think. Relax gets the frag on Frank, but I think the bomb is going down from Jenny on B. This means Relax has to move, Niels has to move, Niels will not move anywhere, and Relax only 1 or 2 feet gets taken out. 10-4, only 3 more rounds to have a dominating map on backlot. Czech Republic really looking strong. And a little birdie told me they're really good on strike, so if they win this map, I really favor them to take the whole match. So Team Netherlands really have to step it up right now. If they lose another round, they need to time out, and it's looking likely as Fras gets 2 and Glady gets 1, so it's down to Madara and Dins once more. Madara looking for the scope to see any players, and he will see 2, but it's going to be late. 11-4. Will the timeout come out, or did the Netherlands already give up on this map? They seem to have no idea how to stop them, so why waste time? Why take a timeout if you have no idea how to counter them anyway? Nades are coming in heavily, but Glady is already through. He's in middle, but didn't see them, but it's the only frag going their favor. It's already 3 frags going for the way of the Czechs. They're going for the B side once more, and there's nobody there, only Niels in middle can hold off some rotations, but Fras is already in his back. No need for Fras though, as City's nade kills him. And it's Dins in a 1v3, he's not been spotted, but he's surely been hurt by Fras, and Dins doesn't care, he just runs and gets taken out, of course. So we have 8 map rounds for the Czech Republic. Surely there's no way of coming back for the Dutchies, and I'm sure they're aware of that as well. So let's see what they're deciding to do, and it's going to be another B attack. And again, they only have 1 player on B. They just lost 3 rounds in a row on B, and still sent only 1 player there, but somehow it seems to not be horribly wrong for them, as it's a 3v3 right now. And Relax makes this a 1v3 with a double kill. It's down to Frank. His position should be known because he switched weapons. He gets a 1 kill, but this only be the 1. And the first map point denied by the Dutchies. How many can they deny? Let's see this. This looks more like an A attack. Gladi once more fast into Elgand, survives all the nades if there were any. CD with a nade frag onto the back A player. Gladi misses the spray and is a Bricks player though, and his teammates help him out though, so it's again once more 2v4 in favor of the Czechs. And Madara pushes in at the right moment, takes out Gladi. Frank cannot get a revenge frag, but Fras will in the end. So 13-5. Look at the scoreboard. Gianni and Fras going huge on this map. Gladi a bit slow, but only -3 KD. And on the other side it's pretty even, only Madara showing up for his team. So yeah, let's see how it goes on Strike. If anybody of the viewers could let the other match know, which is UK versus Croatia, that we're going to be a bit late. It would be lovely, but they surely don't have to wait too long, maybe 10-15 minutes. And then we're surely going to cast another match as well. I'm going to use this time to quickly tab out and have a look into my Steam if Kazo answered me. I'm gonna go on TeamSpeak already. If Kezo wants to join me, I'll let him know to just join it. But no, he just said he has no time, so I will try to survive this on my own. Any communications coming out? Nope, it seems tense. Both teams are looking to pick this side, so we'll have another exciting knife round. You're all probably excited about this, and once more I'm asking you for predictions. Who's gonna take Strike? This is going to be the motivational game by the Team Republic, who just owned them on Backlot. Will they carry this on to Strike? Or will this be another map for the Team Netherlands, as they took City Streets, which was a long-range map, a lot of team play, a lot of strats coming out there. And I think Strike is more like City than Backlot, so maybe you're going to favor the Dutchies more on this map. Some trash talk coming in, and there goes the knife round. Just a PK spam to get rid of that. Okay, some knife clutches coming in and Niels takes out two. Let's see if we can get any more. He does get a third. And he's on a... Though if he's going to get this, this would have been the ace. Oh no, he killed Deleter. Okay. So he team killed in the end. Didn't even clutch it for his team. Now I'm not gonna get into the flaming game. I was really... Dins can be such a mean person sometimes. But we all know he's just a panda teddy bear. So of course Czech Republic will take the lovely time to talk their stuff through. Where to attack, where to smoke, where to push. Surely Johnny is going to look for some aggression if he's allowed to play SMG. This is, as Galati clinched it for himself. Maybe we can already see this. Johnny is the AK in the hand and Galati with the SMG. Okay, CDE scoping for us obviously with the AK, and nothing should have changed for the Dutchies. Majara scope, Deleter and Dins with SMG. Yep. All the same. Relax, showing some movement skills right here, and there we go. Going live into action. Let's see if the smokes are coming in. There should be a small covering of Stevie and a small covering of the stairs cross, so the scope cannot see anything while the other players go cross. There's the stair smoke, there's the Stevie smoke, and CDE will just look into smoke right now, so he decides to nade. Dins is already in front of B, killed Frank, so B is open. The scope has to concentrate more on the B bomb, can't help out in middle and A. Delete in the meantime already at statue. Has a player to find on his right. Let's see if the timing will work out for him. And it will, as the player just took out his mate, but he can't get a frag, and Johnny takes a Deleter, so lovely team play coming out by the Czechs. This could have gone either way, but Deleter just unlucky, can't finish him off. Bloody dodging the nade, and who's that spraying away? It was Dins who just died, and it's down to Madara 1v4, and he can't even get a single shot out. And convincing round for the defensive side. Fras with 3 kills, Dins with the only frag for the Dutchies, and of course some more trash talk coming out, as we're used to in this community. There's another player already in A again. Gladi goes for the cuff push. Maybe this is being called, or I don't know why the lead isn't shooting him, but right now Gladi's still in cuff and nobody's shooting at him, so maybe he's not been called. Yes, he did. The leader takes him out. Both SMGs doing great work, leaving CD in a 1v5. So after a convincing defensive round, it's a team ace for Team Netherlands. Dins and the leader doing all the work. So let's see how the Czechs are going to react to that. The AKs need to nade and smoke, obviously. There's a front A smoke and nade coming out. Madara with the scope. frag onto Johnny, but Gladi with a spray onto Dins. He's surely surprised by this default spray. And in the end it won't matter as Gladi is the only man remaining and gets taken down by Nilsk. So, 2 strong rounds by the Netherlands. Czech Republic has to find a way to stop this aggression onto A. But so far again they only have one guy in A. Let's see if I can find him quick enough. It's Galati and he's not even in. So the leader can just roam around in A and take everybody out. And it's only 20 seconds in the round and A is already lost. So they have to go for the retake. It's going to be a 1 vs 4 retake for CDE. So something really isn't working right now for the Czechs. CDE is just getting tagged up heavy. Should not have no more impact in this round. Maybe get a lucky exit frag. But gets the tag, gets in 2 no-scopes onto Madara. Yeah. Some eye candy in the end, but it won't have any impact. Okay, let's see what CD is doing in the beginning. It's going on top of Stevie, but we've seen it earlier, it smoked pretty good. So he again decides to go only for the nade and jump on top of it. Frank killed the B player, so 2 B players in the end. So CD can have more space as the scope is down as well. Deleted though in A again, he has full control over A, and since Niels killed Fras, they have no more contesters towards A. They smoked up the cross, the bomb can come in, and they can just plant in peace. Niels got the most important spot of this round. Let's see if he can have the impact he needs to have to win this round. He hears the player flanking, so this is going to be his priority target. His position should be known as he killed Fras, but he's picking the right moment to take out Galati. And the other 2 players just decided to push into A bins and getting taken down by Delete and Relax. So yeah, good retake in the end, because it didn't look like a Dutch round, but in the end it was, because nobody was holding A properly, and Fras is looking to do this just right now. He's got the AK, gets the nade frags onto Niels and CD with an opening onto Dins as well. So, but look at the leader, he's probably, yeah, it's going to be the leader, but in the end finally Johnny takes him out. So first round they hold off the leader's aggression in A with 2 players. And it is looking more favorable right now. Relax and Madara. Madara hoping for any silly peek. Might even find one. It's a 2v5 player favor to go for aggressive peaks in those situations, but as soon as it comes down to 2v4 versus 3, they will be in more keener position. Relax spots the player in mid-shops, goes for a spray, but not connecting. But Madara will finish him off. Ooh. He killed the mid-shop player and hurt a player in his back, but yeah, you can see in the minimap he's already falling back. Fras went for the aggressive peak and it will pay out with a triple kill this round, getting at least 1 round back for now. 4v2, still 2 rounds lead for the Netherlands. Let's have a look if the leader can get into A again. His mate has been naded, but he's through. So again, he's got A under control all by himself. And they're not checking this corner, they're just walking by. And luckily he doesn't get a kill, but in the end Madara finishes him off. But still, this is like the 4th or 5th round he's in A that fast. So why are you not checking it when you're walking in? Madara with another kill onto Gladi, and there's 1 player at statue. Who is it?
Explosives planted.
CDE, he could be huge this round. There's nobody realizing he's there, but there's somebody in the gate corner. I'm not sure he saw him though. He did not, so CDE gets the first, sprays a few bullets on the cuff, but that's all he's gonna do this round. He could have gone huge, but the player in gate corner, he had to take him out first, so he couldn't find anybody else, fortunately for him. Have a look onto the leader once more. He's got a good spawn again. Nades should work though. We've seen a nade coming, but he's in mid-shop once more. No fast nade coming out. And he gets the opening once more. CDE at least reacting onto him. Now Relax onto Fras though. So still the advantage for the Dutchies. which has been evened out, and frags just falling both sides, and it's going to be relax in a 1v2. So more frags were falling for the Czechs this time. And relax dies to the scope as well. So 5v3, the gap is closing. Czech Republic seems to finally recover from all this A aggression. But I just wanna keep watching the leaders. He had a huge impact in those 5 rounds they won. He's getting flash, 2 flashes coming in, but the flashes are just not good enough, so he takes out Johnny. And Madara with another frag onto Frank as well. The leader smokes the cross, bomb can come in because there's again nobody on A, and Madara just kills them at double bins. They need to realize they can't just stay there, they need to get into A. 2v situation as Kaladi just took out Dins.
Explosives planted.
Let's see, Bloody took out the leader as well, so down to 2v2. Nate and a bomb coming out, should just clear it. Let's see if CDE can spot the player by water. It's relax, he's just crouching there and peeks out in the right moment. So it's down to Glady, it's only a deagle, so not a lot he can do, and getting taken out by the same gun by Madara. So yeah, the A aggression just works most of the time for the Dutchies, and they will continue to go there, so the Czechs really have to find an answer for that. Again, you can see the leader with the front spawn just going into A once more, but this time the flash worked at least, so he had to stop his push and dies to the garage player this time. But the frags are working for the Netherlands again, so yeah, the leader has been stopped, but they focus so much on the leader that all the other players have so much free space to just roam around. And yeah, it's down to Fraz in 1v4. Here's a player, if he's fast enough he can kill him off, but it's probably going to be the only kill this round. As there's a player already waiting in B shops. 7-3, this is looking desperate. The Czech Republic really needs to get some rounds in here. I don't think this is going to work out for them. We've seen it on Backlot, they won this many rounds as well and then took the win easily. Glady finally gets a nade kill on the deleter, so they don't have to worry about this A aggression anymore. But as we see on the minimap, Dins is already in A, but I don't think he has a smoke. So they have to go for some kills. Let's see this. There's 3 players behind the double bin, so they should deny any player going towards the bomb, but it's Madara once more with the scope. Let's see if we can have any impact. But no, he decides to back off, and CDE flanked all the way around, and it's already in the back in hotel. And now it's onto Nails, who's been taken out by CDE as well, so good flank coming in by CDE, taking down 3 players. And I think the nade frag onto Deleter decided to round wide away as well. Let's see Dins this time, he's got a good spawn. And they're going for a cuff push. I like this execute, let's see if it works out for them. They're just exploding onto the A-bombs through cuff, getting nades and smokes in, but there's no cross smoke. Dins is just walking out of cover without a smoke. The smoke really way too late, but he's lucky that his teammate's getting all the frags, so nothing to worry about. And another convincing round as Johnny dies as well. Team Ace, 8-4 advantage for the Netherlands. Looking at the scoreboard, we can see only the scope CDE had a couple of good shots and frags. Everybody else is pretty average for the Czechs, and of course Madara and Deleter doing most of the work. For the Dutchies, we've seen Madara picking off one after another from Calf, and Deleter always in A. Even if he didn't get a kill, he could call his teammates in. Yeah, you can cross to the bomb, there's nobody in. And this is a huge impact, even without frags. This information game is so strong. He could just say, hey Madara, you can come in with the scope into Calf and kill all the players at double bin. Here, a couple jumping around there. And so he did. I'm curious how the Czech Republic will attack on this We've been know that in Cyber Factory and Gunrunners neither goes an Overlook. With the Scopola, I'm sorry for yawning. But there's almost no air in my room, so I'm gonna open the window. And yeah, without neither in the game, will CDE take his place in Overlook, or will he go for another play style with the scope? Curious about that. But overall, I think Czech Republic will go for a slower approach as the Duchies. But time will show as we're going into the last half, probably of tonight, unless we go into overtime. So let's see the smokes. There should be the basic of every team on strike. Those smokes are down. I think the Stevie smoke is a bit too far, so if Madara would go for that peak, he could see something, but for now he's in bottom scope, has just holding off. But yeah, as said, they're going for a slow approach. Nobody in A, nobody towards B. CDE behind Cuff. And Netherlands just need to stay in. Don't go for any silly peaks, don't give them a chance to use this slow approach. Din's going for a B-link nade. Both scope get a frag, of course, if it's that kind of a slow gameplay. The scopes are favored to get the first frags, but Dins pushes out finally, takes out Galadi. So down to a 3v3, and there is a player in A actually, it's Johnny. He can call in his teammates. I'm in double bins, you can just move in. But there's a player in Garage as well, and it's Fras take out Dins and Deleter, making his position on Johnny. Missing the important shot onto Madara and Deleter with another important frag onto CDE. This is just falling apart. Johnny is like, guys, I'm in A, why not coming in? But yeah, it's good if you have double bins, but if the other players hold middle, how can your teammates get into A? So 4-9 in favor of the Duchies. Only 4 more rounds for them to win this match. Johnny with a good spawn. Let's see what he can do. He's going to Overlook. Again, good spawn, but goes for a slow position. Gets only an attack on the statue player, and he kinda has to leave Overlook now, as surely more players are aware. Gladi in the meantime with a double frag on the B side. So Relax has to go for the aggression calf peak, and he does so. And dies in the end to CDE. My girlfriend just raging at Diablo 2. Casually. There's a player on double bins. He's the only one standing between the bomb and himself, but he's going down as well. It was Nilsk. And it's down to Madara, 1v4. He's hoping to see any player to get some exit frags, but nope, CDE denied him this pleasure. And a good strong round by the Czechs, finally showing some aggression towards A. Which is of course silly because they had a double kill at B, and this was the impact of the round. So yeah, let's see if they do that again. Gladi at least favors the B side. But Fras, he's going fast in A. Let's see what he can do. He's doing the deleter role, but Niels takes him out, so not as effective because there were 2 players already in A. We've seen the leader earlier had free roaming access into A, but the Netherlands will not allow such full things. And it's Gladi 1v4, he's in the most open position of the map. Any time he will shoot, he will get taken down by the other 3 players for sure. For now he survives, but yeah, the first shooting at him and the second is flanking around, taking him out 5-10. So, what can Czech do to prevent this devastation loss on strike? They're going with CDE with a B cross. Misses the easy shot. At least for a player of his caliber it should be easy. On to the SMG crosser towards A. Leader and Bialy watching for any mid push. Madara takes out Jenny. And Frank on the nails. So 4v4 and Relax. Here's the player in front of Cuff. Fras went for the pretend footsteps to walk away and peeked back, but Relax was not being fooled by this and takes him out easy. So Frank and Gladi on the 2v4. Both AKs, not really a lot they can do. As I say this, of course, Galletti attacks or dints. But Frank kinda stuck in square with a bomb. Favoring the B side as it seems. The nade should call in a position because this nade is easily to throw from the building position. Frank goes in the open with the bomb and yeah, now it's dropped. This was a silly decision by him. He really should have just followed Galati in the B bomb side, but yeah, in hindsight everything is easier to call. And now Galati is under pressure by 3 players and the third one arriving takes him out in the end. And it's 11-5, only 2 more rounds in between the 4th win in a row for the Netherlands in this cup. Nobody even picking up the bomb. Fras has to go back. He was the most impact player on backlot and now he has to carry the bomb and an AK. I think this is a waste of talent. Relax pushes Garage, takes out Johnny and falls back. Smart play coming out by him. And it's just falling apart. At least Frank is answering. Down to his 3v3. But Galati standing in the open gets taken out. And it's down to CD and Frank to have any impact. And CD gets the Frank. So important one. He needs to win the scope duel on Madara now. Because Madara has his eyes on mid shops. So as soon Frank wants to move out, he will be sprayed down by 2 players. The leader just moves into the mid shop. So you will surely look to kill him in the back. And he will do so any second. He gets the tag at least and the frag in the end. So good communications coming out, good cover, and it's down to CD, 1v2, knows only where one player is and gets flanked by the other, so right now he knows where both are. Gets the nade out, the nade should have been, I don't think it was called, but it will not connect anyways. And now he tries, oh, he even picks up the bomb, so good stuff by him. Goes into the duel with Delita, will of course not do a thing to peek him anymore, and Madara can stay in because I think there's no time. No, he missed the jump, CD missed the jump, he could have planted. And now he has to find a lucky no-scope, but not even gonna see him as he's laying down behind the car. And we have 7 match rounds in favor of the Dutchies. Let's see how many the Czechs can prevent. But I don't think they have any chance back into this game. I don't see to have a game plan against the strong defense of the Dutchies. Call should have come in, there's nobody in A and they already killed 2 or 3 players right now, so this is what they should have had a few rounds ago. A really cool clean round, but I think this is too late. This is just a tiny wave of happiness before they get crushed down with a loss. And if I am allowed to say so, a devastating loss as well. Oh, Niels almost made it to A-bomb. This could have been good for his team to have an AK on the A side. As you can see right now, there's nobody left on A, so just like on attack. Oh, but as I say this, the Dutchies go strong and have a couple of kills, but now it's Madara once more in a 1v2. There's a player right in front of him. He's going for the jump skill and gets him. And now it's Fras against Madara 1v1. Fras only faked. Went down to the bomb once more. Almost gets the kill with a nade. Unlucky for him. Madara says, nope, I'm not having this. I'm going around. I'm gonna flank in from Jarich. And Fras has no idea where he is right now. But he's crawling away, so his position is not known as well. Madara probably knows that he's still around the bomb. Chani already calling the GG. I hope Fras did not hear that. But right now, yeah, Frast's position is known. He has to peek at some point. And Frast still surviving, still on full HP, and he has more ammunition as his opponent. Gets the tag and the frag, so GG called too early by Jenny. He gets another kill. I don't know. Dins probably didn't have dinner, so he's mad. I don't know what he's on about. Definitely PMS. Okay, back to casting. The 2 frags each for both sides. There's still 5 rounds to win for the Czechs if they want to take this to overtime, but this is going to be a strong task. Gladi already in A, but there's a player right next to him and he doesn't peek at the right moment, but Fras at least gets a revenge frag. So it's again a favorable round for the Czechs, 2v3 situation, but there's a player flanking. Let's see if the leader can have any impact. I think he crouched the whole side, so the Mitchell player is not aware of him. Takes him out. And there are 2 more players to find. 1 on the bomb, 1 on taps. Let's see if we can do this. Goes for the spam onto the bomb, but can't even connect the tag, so no luck there. Goes for the spam through magic wall. The player shows himself even without being tagged. And now the player on taps is stuck, but Fras important impact kill of the round. Kills of Madara, so it's the leader 1v2, and he has 2 players on his left and right, so there was no way, and Team Czech still have hope. They still hope just to take it to overtime, but they really need to stay focused, keen, and make those frags. And right now we of course favor them, because we want to see this go to overtime. We want to have the trash talk by Dins punished, but right now he's punishing Fras, taking him out with the AK. Relax. They have 3 players on A, so if Czech knew this, they would surely attack the B bomb side. But for now, how can they know? And Johnny dies to Dins as well. Dins is in rage mode, gets his 3rd kill of the round. And another GG calling out by Johnny, but this is looking more likely as it's a 4v2, 3v2 right now. Frank is in a good spot. He could still pull this out, but there's a player in spawn. I don't think he's going to expect it. Kaladi onto Dins though, but Relax onto Kaladi. And let's see if Frank can see the scope. I think he just had a call in, or he saw himself and kills him. So down to a 1v1. Is this going to be another too early GG by Johnny? Ooh, Frank barely survives the spam by Relax. Let's see. Frank is just moving in. He wants to go to close range, but yeah, Relax has the SMG, Frank doesn't. So I don't think there's any way back, and it's GG 18-3. Strong show of both teams. Really like to see this match. Don't like the trash talk, but that's what you're gonna get if you have young humans in an online shooting game. They will learn someday. Someday they will learn. So yeah. I will have a quick break to look if the other game is going or not. So stay tuned for now. I will put in some music and be right back.
Sunny James and Ryan Marciano featuring Kai-Fi, Come Follow, this week's Smash of the Week. Before that, Karim Mika and Daniel Forster, Crunk in the Afrojack edit. And before that, Matissa and Satko, Azonto in the Tom Fall remix. Still to come, new tracks by Elam Bluestone, Sean, a new producer from India, a new edit by Danik, and a cool remix of Ariana Grande's Love Me Harder by Gino, and a new Cosmic Gaze single, and many more. Use hashtag Mainstage242 on Twitter to tweet at us about the show. If you want to know every track we're playing during the show, follow at Mainstage_music for the full track listing. Coming in the mix now is the new Sick Individuals. Here's Prime. Turn it up.
Get up, it's time, let's go.